Question 1. If you fail to stop for a school bus, how many demerit points will you receive? A. 6 points. B. 4 points. C. 3 points. D. 2 points. The answer is A. 6 points. Explanation. Failing to stop for a school bus results in a $400 to $2,000 fine and 6 demerit points. Question 2. When are you allowed to pass another vehicle on the right? A. When the vehicle ahead is turning left and the road is clear. B. On a curve. C. When traffic is heavy. D. In a no-passing zone. The answer is A. When the vehicle ahead is turning left and the road is clear. Explanation. Passing on the right is allowed only when the vehicle ahead is turning left and it's safe. Question 3. What should you do before reversing your vehicle? A. Check mirrors and look over your shoulder. B. Use only the backup camera. C. Rely on your mirrors. D. Honk before reversing. The answer is A. Check mirrors and look over your shoulder. Explanation. Always check mirrors and look over both shoulders before backing up. Question 4. When following a fire truck responding to an emergency, you must stay back at least A. 150 meters. B. 100 meters. C. 125 meters. D. 200 meters. The answer is A. 150 meters. Explanation. Keep at least 150 meters behind any emergency vehicle responding to a call. Question 5. What is the safest hand position on the steering wheel for most vehicles? A. 9 and 3 o'clock. B. 10 and 2 o'clock. C. 8 and 4 o'clock. D. 12 and 6 o'clock. The answer is A. 9 and 3 o'clock. Explanation. The 9 and 3 o'clock position provides best control and airbag safety. Question 6. What should you do if your brakes fail while driving? A. Turn off the ignition immediately. B. Pump the brakes and shift to a lower gear. C. Pull the parking brake sharply. D. Jump out of the vehicle. The answer is B. Pump the brakes and shift to a lower gear. Explanation. Pumping the brakes may restore pressure. Downshifting helps slow the vehicle safely. Question 7. When approaching a pedestrian at a crosswalk without signals, you must A. Pass behind them. B. Honk and continue. C. Stop and allow them to cross. D. Speed up to get through first. The answer is C. Stop and allow them to cross. Explanation. Ontario law requires stopping for pedestrians at all marked or unmarked crosswalks. Question 8. When is it illegal to pass another vehicle? A. When traffic is light. B. When the road is dry. C. On wide, multi-lane roads. D. On a hill or curve where you can't see ahead. The answer is D. On a hill or curve where you can't see ahead. Explanation. Passing on hills or curves is illegal because visibility is limited. Question 9. What should you do if another driver is tailgating you? A. Move to another lane if possible. B. Brake suddenly. C. Speed up to increase distance. D. Ignore them completely. The answer is A. Move to another lane if possible. Explanation. Safely change lanes or gradually slow down to let them pass. Question 10. What does it mean if a lane has a diamond symbol? A. It's a high-occupancy vehicle, HOV, lane. B. It's for heavy trucks only. C. It's a bus stop. D. It's a reserved passing lane. The answer is A. It's a high-occupancy vehicle, HOV, lane. Explanation. Lanes marked with a white diamond are reserved for HOV use. Carpools, buses, or taxis as posted. Question 11. When can you park on a sidewalk? A. When loading goods. B. Never. C. During non-peak hours. D. Only in residential areas. The answer is B. Never. Explanation. Parking on sidewalks is illegal and obstructs pedestrians. Question 12. What is the legal BAC limit for commercial vehicle drivers in Ontario? A. 0.05%. B. 0.03%. C. 0%. D. 0.08%. The answer is C. 0%. Explanation. Commercial drivers must maintain a 0% blood alcohol level while driving. Question 13. When must you stop for a school bus on a road divided by a median? A. Never. B. From both directions. C. Only during daylight. D. Only if you are behind the bus. The answer is D. Only if you are behind the bus. Explanation. Vehicles approaching from behind must stop. Opposing traffic is not required if there's a median. Question 14. When driving through construction zones, you should A. Slow down and obey posted signs. B. Speed up to clear quickly. C. Follow the vehicle ahead closely. D. Honk to warn workers. The answer is A. Slow down and obey posted signs. Explanation. Reduced speed limits in construction zones are strictly enforced for safety. Question 15. When may you use the left lane on a multi-lane highway? A. For passing or preparing to turn left. B. For normal driving at all times. C. For slow-moving vehicles. D. Only when traffic is stopped. The answer is A. For passing or preparing to turn left. Explanation. The left lane is primarily for passing or turning left. Question 16. What must you do when exiting a freeway? A. Signal and move into the deceleration lane. B. Stop before the ramp. C. Slow down on the main lane. D. Change lanes at the last second. The answer is A. Signal and move into the deceleration lane. Explanation. Signal early and reduce speed in the deceleration lane after exiting the main highway. Question 17. What should you do when your vehicle stalls on railway tracks? A. Exit immediately and move away from the tracks. B. Stay inside and call for help. C. Push the car off the tracks. D. Try restarting repeatedly. The answer is A. Exit immediately and move away from the tracks. Explanation. Leave the vehicle at once and move away in the direction of the train's approach. Question 18. When must you yield to buses re-entering traffic from a bus bay? A. Only if no traffic is behind. B. Always. C. Only on highways. D. Only in school zones. The answer is B. Always. Explanation. Ontario law requires drivers to yield to buses signaling to re-enter from a bus bay. Question 19. What is the maximum speed limit in a community safety zone when posted? A. 50 kilometers per hour. B. 40 kilometers per hour. C. 30 kilometers per hour. D. 60 kilometers per hour. The answer is B. 40 kilometers per hour. Explanation. Many community safety zones post a reduced 40 kilometers per hour limit to protect pedestrians. Question 20. What must you do before entering a roundabout? A. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout. B. Enter without stopping. C. Stop and wait for a signal. D. Drive straight through. The answer is A. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout. Explanation. Traffic in the roundabout has the right of way. Enter only when it's safe. Question 21. What happens if you fail to pay a traffic fine in Ontario? A. It's erased after 6 months. B. You receive a written warning. C. Your license may be suspended. D. You only pay at renewal. The answer is C. Your license may be suspended. Explanation. Failure to pay traffic fines can result in license suspension and collection action. Question 22. When are you required to turn on your headlights in rainy or snowy weather? A. Only when using wipers. B. Only after sunset. C. Only on highways. D. Whenever visibility is reduced to under 150 meters. The answer is D. Whenever visibility is reduced to under 150 meters. Explanation. Headlights must be used when visibility drops below 150 meters due to weather. Question 23. What does the term blind spot mean? A. The area not visible in your mirrors. B. The front windshield. C. The view through the rear window. D. The area behind the passenger seat. The answer is A. The area not visible in your mirrors. Explanation. Blind spots are areas beside your vehicle not visible in mirrors. check by shoulder glance. Question 24. When can you use a handheld phone while driving? A. Only to call 911 in an emergency. B. When stopped at a red light. C. When using GPS. D. Never. The answer is A. Only to call 911 in an emergency. Explanation. It's illegal to use handheld devices except for emergency 911 calls. Question 25. What does a solid white line between lanes mean? A. Lane changing is discouraged but permitted. B. Lane changing is prohibited. C. Passing is allowed. D. The road is ending. The answer is A. Lane changing is discouraged but permitted. Explanation. Solid white lines discourage lane changes but do not prohibit them. Question 26. When is it legal to drive without wearing a seatbelt? A. If you have a medical exemption. B. On private roads. C. When going under 40 kilometers per hour. D. When alone. The answer is A. If you have a medical exemption. Explanation. Only medically exempt individuals or certain commercial drivers are excused from wearing seatbelts. Question 27. What should you do if you approach an intersection blocked by traffic? A. Enter partially. B. Stop and wait until there is space to clear it. C. Sound the horn. D. Proceed slowly through. The answer is B. Stop and wait until there is space to clear it. Explanation. Never enter an intersection unless you can fully clear it without blocking traffic. Question 28. If your headlights suddenly go out, what is the safest first action? A. Flash high beams repeatedly. B. Keep driving until you reach a lit area. C. Turn on hazard lights and pull off the road. D. Accelerate to reach help. The answer is C. Turn on hazard lights and pull off the road. Explanation. Pulling off and using hazard lights ensures visibility to other drivers. Question 29. What should you do if you see a deer crossing sign? A. Ignore it unless you see an animal. B. Honk to scare animals. C. Speed through the area. D. Slow down and watch both sides of the road. The answer is D. Slow down and watch both sides of the road. Explanation. Slow and remain alert. Wildlife often cross near these posted areas. Question 30. What is the fine for not stopping at a pedestrian crossover in Ontario? A. Up to $500 and 3 demerit points. B. $100. C. $50. D. $200. The answer is A. Up to $500 and 3 demerit points. Explanation. Failing to yield at pedestrian crossovers carries a fine up to $500 and 3 demerit points. Question 31. When can you drive in the HOV lane? A. With at least the required number of occupants. B. Anytime traffic is light. C. Only on weekends. D. Only if you drive a truck. The answer is A. With at least the required number of occupants. Explanation. HOV lanes are reserved for vehicles with multiple occupants or authorized exemptions. Question 32. What is the minimum distance you must park from a railway crossing? A. 5 meters. B. 15 meters. C. 30 meters. D. 10 meters. The answer is B. 15 meters. Explanation. You must park at least 15 meters from the nearest rail. Question 33. When driving behind a large truck, you should A. Stay far enough to see its mirrors. B. Drive close to save fuel. C. Pass quickly on the right. D. Flash your headlights. The answer is A. Stay far enough to see its mirrors. Explanation. If you can't see the truck's mirrors, the driver can't see you. Question 34. If your wheels drop off the pavement edge, what's the best response? A. Grip the wheel firmly and return gradually. B. Brake hard and turn sharply. C. Stop immediately. D. Accelerate quickly. The answer is A. Grip the wheel firmly and return gradually. Explanation. Slow down and steer gradually back to the road. Question 35. When must you renew your driver's license in Ontario? A. Every 5 years on your birthday. B. Every 3 years. C. Only when requested. D. Every 10 years. The answer is A. Every 5 years on your birthday. Explanation: Ontario driver's licenses are renewed every 5 years, usually on the driver's birthday. Question 36. What must you do if you see flashing blue lights on a snowplow? A. Pass quickly. B. Stay well back and do not pass. C. Follow closely for better traction. D. Flash headlights to alert it. The answer is B. Stay well back and do not pass. Explanation: Snowplows with flashing blue lights require extra space. Passing is dangerous. Question 37. What should you do if your vehicle catches fire? A. Pull over, turn off the engine, and move away. A. Open the hood. B. Drive to a garage. C. Pull over, turn off the engine, and move away. D. Try to remove belongings first. The answer is C. Pull over, turn off the engine, and move away. Explanation: Stop safely, shut off the engine, and leave the area immediately. Question 38. When must you use winter tires in Ontario? A. Only when it snows. B. Required by law in all areas. C. Only for commercial trucks. D. Not mandatory but strongly recommended. The answer is D. Not mandatory but strongly recommended. Explanation: Ontario recommends but does not legally require winter tires, unlike Quebec. Question 39. If your car is equipped with ABS brakes, you should A. Apply firm, continuous pressure on the brake pedal. B. Pump the brakes. C. Release the brake quickly. D. Avoid braking altogether. The answer is A. Apply firm, continuous pressure on the brake pedal. Explanation: ABS allows steady brake pressure without pumping to prevent skidding. Question 40. What must you do when police or emergency vehicles are stopped on the roadside with lights flashing? A. Slow down and move over one lane if possible. B. Continue at normal speed. C. Honk to alert them. D. Stop in the lane. The answer is A. Slow down and move over one lane if possible. Explanation: The move over law requires slowing and changing lanes safely when approaching emergency vehicles. Question 41. When can you pass another vehicle on a hill? A. Never if you cannot see clearly ahead. B. Anytime traffic is light. C. When your vehicle is faster. D. If no sign prohibits it. The answer is A. Never if you cannot see clearly ahead. Explanation: Passing on hills is illegal unless visibility is clear for a safe distance. Question 42. What must you do before entering a highway from a private road? A. Stop and yield to all traffic. B. Enter quickly. C. Honk before merging. D. Accelerate without stopping. The answer is A. Stop and yield to all traffic. Explanation: You must stop and yield to vehicles on the highway before entering. Question 43. When towing a trailer, what must you check before driving? A. Lights, brakes, and secure hitch. B. Only tire pressure. C. Just the load weight. D. License plate only. The answer is A. Lights, brakes, and secure hitch. Explanation: Ensuring the trailer's connections, brakes, and lights function properly is required. Question 44. How many demerit points for failing to remain at the scene of a collision? A. 6 points. B. 7 points. C. 4 points. D. 3 points. The answer is B. 7 points. Explanation: Failing to remain at a collision carries 7 demerit points and severe penalties. Question 45. What is the penalty for failing to stop for a stopped school bus? A. $250 fine. B. $100 fine. C. $400 to $2,000 fine and 6 demerit points. D. Warning only. The answer is C. $400 to $2,000 fine and 6 demerit points. Explanation: Ontario law imposes fines between $400 to $2,000 and 6 demerit points. Question 46. When driving in fog, you should use A. Parking lights only. B. High beam headlights. C. Hazard lights. D. Low beam headlights. The answer is D. Low beam headlights. Explanation: low beams reduce glare and improve road visibility in fog. Question 47. What should you do if your car gets stuck in snow? A. Gently rock the car forward and backward. B. Spin the tires. C. Press the gas hard. D. Abandon the vehicle. The answer is A. Gently rock the car forward and backward. Explanation: rocking helps gain traction without damaging the drivetrain. Question 48. What should you do if you experience tire blowout? A. Hold the steering wheel firmly and ease off the gas. B. Brake sharply. C. Turn suddenly to the shoulder. D. Accelerate quickly. The answer is A. Hold the steering wheel firmly and ease off the gas. Explanation: maintaining control and slowing gradually is safest during a blowout. Question 49. What is the maximum fine for careless driving causing injury or death in Ontario? A. $2,000. B. $50,000. C. $10,000. D. $25,000. The answer is B. $50,000. Explanation: careless driving causing injury or death carries fines up to $50,000 and license suspension. Question 50. When stopped at a red light turning green, you must A. Proceed without checking. B. Accelerate immediately. C. Honk to alert others. D. Check for pedestrians before proceeding. The answer is D. Check for pedestrians before proceeding. Explanation: always check for pedestrians and cross traffic before entering on a green light.